Hi, in this video I would like to show you how to configure multi-area OSPF. And if we look at the drawing here, or the topology here, we have that in this case we have 3 different areas and 3 different routers. This router here, router 1, is a border router, an ABR, area border router, because it has some interfaces in area 1 and another interface in area 0. Area 0 here is our backbone area. We always have to have an area 0, and the area 0 is where we connect all the other areas. So here we have area 0. So this here, router 2, is an internal backbone router because it is only connected to router or to area 0. Then router 3 here is also a ABR, an area border router, because it is connected to area 1, or sorry, area 0 up here, and area 2. So let's have a look at how to configure it. I basically put the same topology into Packet Tracer and set it up with all the different IP addresses and the different interfaces and so on. So we have area 0 up here where we have router 2. We have area 1 down here with router 1. And yeah, I called it area 51 instead of area 2, but yeah, we can just give it a number. It doesn't matter. So if you look at router 1 and do a show IP route, just to verify that we have these 3 interfaces that are connected. We have the serial interface, which is connected to the network 192.168.10.0/30, and the interface address is 1. We have the 2 fast Ethernet interfaces here, which is connected to 10.1.1.0 and 10.1.2.0. And the same thing applies, on all the other ones. So, oh, my phone is ringing. And okay, so now I have everything set up. The same thing is already set up on the 2 other routers. So now I want to configure OSPF, and I want to configure multi-area OSPF. So on router 1, I go to config T, I go to router OSPF and a number. That was the process ID. And I would like to give them a router ID just because of best practice. So I will say router ID, router dash ID is 1.1.1.1 on router 1, and then 2.2.2 on router 2, and 3.3.3 on router 3. Then I will use the network command, and I will say that the interface 10.1.1.1, which is the interface on fast Ethernet 01, I'll use the option of doing the interface IP address combined with the wildcard mask of 0000. That's one option. The other one was to use the network number that I'm connected to and the wildcard mask, which is then the opposite of the subnet mask. But this is somehow easier for me because I only have to know about the subnet, the interface IP address. And then this is connected to area 1. So that was the first, this one here. And then I do the same thing, but I'll change it to 10.1.2.1, which is the interface address on fast Ethernet 01, and then area 1. And the last interface, serial 000, is connected to area 0. So here we have the network, which is then 192.168.10.1, and again the wildcard mask and area 0. Yeah, so these 3 network commands, and because there are no specific commands just for multi-area OSPF, the only thing we do is that we indicate when we do the network command which area they belong to. So let's go to router 2, and we go to router OSPF something, that's the process ID, and we do router ID, it's 2.2.2.2, just because we want to give it something, and then we do the network, and we say that, okay, in this case here, we have the network 192.168.10.2. That was the interface of serial 000, interface address, and then a wildcard of all zeros, and then area 0. This is a border, or not a border router, it's an internal router, so this has all its interfaces within the same area, and that's area 0. And then we do the same thing with serial. Okay, now it starts reacting because it performs or creates adjacencies with the other router 1. So we have network 192.168.10.5, which is the interface on serial 001, and then the same wildcard and the same area. And the last one is in the interface 10, 2, 1, 1, blah, 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 area 0. So now I have configured router 2. And then we have router 3. We go to config mode. We do router OSPF 2, just a number, and then we say router ID, and we say 3.3.3.3, and we do the network command 192, start with the serial interface 192.168.10.6, and then 0.0.0, oh, 0.0, and area, this has the leg on area 0. Yep, and then the fast, oh, that was the first network, and then we have network 192.168.1.1 and area 51 on this one. And we have 192.168.2.1 0.0.0.0 and area 51. So now we have set up OSPF on all the three routers, and if I do a exit and I do show IP route, I will see that now this is on router 3. I will see that I have I get information from OSPF for my neighbors, and I can also see that there are some inter-area routes. We can see it says OA or O for OSPF and IA for inter-area routes. Yes, and we can say here it's 10.110, which is the one which is on area 1, and that is an area that I'm not connected to through this router here. The other ones I can see are information about the routes that I'm directly connected to. So if I try to do the same thing here on router 2, exit and then show IP route, and we will see that the inter-area routes here are the routes that are connected to area 1 and area 51. That means the area that the router itself is not connected to. So all the areas or all the routes that are connected to a different area than myself, I can see in my routing table with an IA in front of it, an inter-area route. Yeah. And that's basically it. So now we can route between all our different areas. Thank you.